Good morning, all of you. Good morning, students. Welcome to SRPS online study. Today, we are going to start our chapter number 16, Reflection of Light, in Science Class 8. Okay, so what is the name of our chapter? The name of our chapter is Reflection of Light. Okay, so student, first of all, we have to know about that what is light. So we all know about light, that light is a sensation, or we can say by which we can able to see everything in our surroundings. Okay, that is our light. Let us understand about something about light. Yes, now light. First one is light is a form of energy which helps us to see objects. We all know about it. Okay. Second one is when light falls on objects, it reflects the light, and when the reflected light reaches our eyes, then we are able to see the objects. We all know about it. We had already learned in class 7th and 6th also that why we are able to see the object. That is happened because of this reason, that when light falls on that object and that reflected light, when it comes to our eyes, and we are able to see that objects. Okay, this one is one of the property. Third one is light always travels in a straight line. Okay, the fourth one is the common phenomena of light are, what are the common phenomena of lights? Are formation of shadows, formation of images by mirrors and lenses, bending of light by a medium, twinkling of stars, formation of a rainbow. These all are the common phenomena of light. Understand, students? Okay, so what we had to learn in our light topic, that light is a form of energy by which we are able to see the objects. By the help of light only, by the help of reflected light only, we are able to see the objects. Third one, light travels in a straight line. Fourth one, some of the common phenomena is there, that is formation shadow, images by mirror and lenses, bending of light, twinkling stars, and formation of rainbow. These are the common phenomena of light. Now, the word now come. Before that, student, I want to give you some information regarding luminous objects and non-luminous objects. I know that you know about this. See, students, what do you mean by the luminous objects? Have you know? Okay. Luminous objects, we can say that it is, when we are taking the examples of luminous objects, they are the sun and a light bulb. So the objects which have their own light. So we can say that the luminous objects are those objects which have their own light. Which have their own light, they are known as luminous objects. And non-luminous objects are such as book and a tree do not give out their own light. Okay. So we can see an object when light from the object reaches our eyes. Okay. So this is the difference between luminous and non-luminous object. Now the term is coming is there, reflection of light. This is the related of our chapter. Okay, the bouncing back of light by objects is called reflection of light. In reflection word, reflect word is there. Reflect means that when some object comes to one surface, and when it strikes back again in the same position, in the same direction, we can say that it is a reflection. Okay, see, here we can understand by the help of one example or one diagram. See, one reflecting surface is there, one surface is there. Okay, incident corpuscles, this one is ray is coming here. When it strike to the surface, it reflected, the same ray is reflected back in the same direction. So this one is called our reflected ray, or this phenomena is known as reflection of light. So what definition we are giving to them? The bouncing back. Bouncing back means when the light which comes to the surface, it bounce back it. Okay. When see, we can take one example of ball also. When we play a cricket, we throw a ball to the ground, it bounces it and goes to the batsman. Okay. Same in the same condition, when the light comes into the to the surface, when it bounces back in the same direction by the surface, that is called our reflection of light. Understand, students? The bouncing back of light in the same direction by objects is called our reflection of light. Okay. Then amount of light that is reflected. The amount of light which is reflected, it depends upon two things. First one is on the material, which is that, what is that, and the nature of the surface on which the light falls. Okay. So this one is the reflection of light. Now some terms are there related to reflection. Yes, now some terms are there that is related to reflection process. Okay. So what are the terms is related to reflection? First one is incident ray. Okay. Incident ray. What is the meaning of incident ray? See students, in incident word, what word is there? In. In is there. It means that something is there which is getting inside or getting in. So what we are saying in them? So we can say that what is incident ray? So the ray of light from the source, that strikes a given surface. Understand? The ray of light which come to the surface, which strike the surface, that is called our incident ray. Okay, clear? Now the next word is point of incidence. What is that? The point, the particular point at which the incident ray strikes the surface. Understand? That is one point on which the incident ray come to the surface and strike a surface. That particular point is known as our point of incidence. Okay. Now the third one is normal. The perpendicular to the surface. You know, the perpendicular to the surface at the point of incidence is called the normal. Okay. Is called the normal, or we can say that the normal is in the perpendicular to the surface. Now the reflected ray. The ray of light that gets reflected by the surface at the point of incidence. Student, when the incident ray comes to the surface, it strike the surface from at the point of incidence, and when by the point of incidence, then it reflects back in the same direction. That ray is called a reflected ray. Understand? So this one is that they are the terms of reflection. Okay, here you can see in the diagram incident ray which comes to the surface, the reflected ray which go after reflection, that ray which goes out, and the equal, that wherever the equal word is written there, na, that is our what? That is our normal ray. Okay. Now some laws of reflections are there. What are the laws of reflection? What are laws said? Then let's see. The laws of reflection state that first law, the incident ray, the refracted ray and normal all lie in the same plane. See students, you have seen in the diagram also, the incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal ray. All three, they are lie in a same plane. Okay, say on same surface. Second one is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Okay. See here the angle of incidence is there. Okay students, before that we have to know about that what is angle of incidence. See student, the angle between incident ray and normal. The red line you see here, na? That this one is our normal ray. Okay, so the angle between incident ray and normal, this is known as that angle is known as angle of incidence. Same here in the to the next side, the angle between reflected ray and the normal, that is known as angle of reflection. Okay, so the second law state that the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay, so we can say, we can denote it angle of incidence by small I. So we can say that small I is equal to angle of small r. Okay, Now the terms related to laws of reflection. First one is the angle of incidence, which we had already discussed about. Okay, so what is the angle of incidence? The angle between the normal and the incident ray is called the angle of incidence. Understand? An angle of reflection, the angle between the reflected ray and the normal is known as the angle of reflection. Understand? Angle of incidence denotes by angle I, small I, and angle of reflection is denotes by small r angle. Okay. See, now the types of reflection. See, here you have given two types of diagrams. What you have seen in this two type of diagram, what is the difference between these two diagrams? See, yes, the types of reflection, we can say first one is specular or regular reflection, and the second one reflection is diffused or irregular reflection. See student, what the difference you have shown in these two diagrams. First difference is that, see, in left hand side in regular reflection the surface is smooth, and in irregular reflection the surface is somewhere rough. Okay. And second difference is, when the beam of light comes to the surface in regular reflection, what happened? It goes in a parallel form to the surface, from the surface, and in the second irregular reflection, what happened? What you see, when the incident ray strikes to the rough surface, what happened? It scattered in all directions. So this one is a difference. Let's see what is there. Yes, now regular and diffused reflections, we have to know about the definitions. First one is regular reflection. If a beam of light falls on a smooth surface, I am telling you now that in regular reflection, what are the surfaces there? That is a smooth surface. If a beam of light falls on that smooth surface, so the entire beam is reflected in only one direction, as in a parallel form. So in that way, why this name is given, which is in the regular way, the incident rays is coming and strikes the surface, and after striking and after reflection, what happened? It goes in also in that same parallel way. Okay, so that's why we can say that it is a regular reflection. Now what is irregular reflection? Irregular reflection is if a beam of light falls on an object with an uneven surface. We are saying now, we have seen that the rough surface is there. So when the incident ray strikes on the rough surface, what happened? They get reflected in different direction, or they scattered in different directions. Okay. So this one is a definition of regular and diffused or irregular reflections. Now, what are the characteristics of an image formed with a plane mirror? Okay, students, first of all, you know about the image. What is image? Okay, now let's see what is image. Suppose you are standing in front of your dressing table at your home. You are standing in front of your dressing table, that you are the real one, and the copy of yours which you see in your mirror, and your face and your body, whatever you see, your face, your body is in your mirror, that in that image, that copy is your known as our image. So what are the characteristics of an image formed with a plane mirror? So what are the characteristics are there? First one, the image formed is always erect. We see when we are standing in front of mirror, what happened? Our image is also in standing position, in straight position, in erect position. Second point, the image is of the same size as the object, which whatever sizes are same sizes there we have seen in the image also. The image is laterally inverted. Okay, so but one change is there, that is in lateral inversion. So what we have seen in our image, that the image can show you a what? The image can show a lateral inversion. So what the definitions we have given to the lateral inversion point? So we can say that what is lateral inversion. We see that in our mirror, what happened? The left thing seems as to the right, and the right seems as to the left. That is called our laterally inverted. It means that laterally inversion is there. The image as far as behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. Whatever the object we are standing from the mirror, the same distance is there in the image also, and the image formed is virtual. Okay, so these are the characteristics of an image which is formed by plane mirror. See here, one example is given to you by the help of one diagram. See, image is formed by plane mirror. Plane mirror, nature of image formed by a plane mirror. See, student, in the middle of them, that is what? There is a mirror, and one side you are standing in front of a mirror, and the second one is wherever the image is written there, that is your image. Okay, so first of all, what is the difference? In whatever the color you are wearing the dress, in your image also the same color has to be shown of your dress. Whatever the distance x1 is there from the mirror to you, the same distance of x1 is to your image also. That one is the second equation. Okay, now but if only one change is there, that if you move your right hand in your actually, then what happened? In your image in the mirror, it seems that you are moving your left hand. That is called our lateral inversion. Understand, students? Now the next topic is our multiple reflection. You know about the term reflection, no? What have been? We all know the bouncing back of light to the from the surface, that is known as our reflection. Now multiple word is also added there. It means that here the reflection is in form in the multiple way. Okay, now listen. To predict the path of incident rays for this case, we need to apply the laws of reflection again. However, at the same time, understand that when two mirrors are placed at an angle, the rays of light are reflected multiple times through them. Okay, see here we have given so many examples of mirror and some thinner examples also. So for instance, when two mirrors are set parallel to each other, they will create the illusion that the image of the object repeats forever. Okay, so when we arrange the two mirrors in a parallel form facing to each other, so in that part we have seen so many multiple images are formed forever. Okay, repeats again. Now what is the definition of multiple reflection? Multiple reflection of light is the reflection of light back and forth several times between reflecting surface. Okay, so it means that it is a reflection of light, is that type of reflection of light in which we have seen the reflection is several times by reflecting the surface. Reflection by so many times by reflecting the surface. If a refracted light ray is reflected again on being incident on another surface, it is known as our multiple reflection. Okay, understand, multiple word is there. It means that so many reflection is there in the mirrors, and by which we can see so many types of images in there. Now the next one is the last topic, that is kaleidoscope. What is kaleidoscope, students? Have you seen? Okay, a kaleidoscope is a circle of mirror. It is arranged in this form. It is a circle of mirrors containing loose colored objects such as beads or pebbles and bits of glasses in it. Okay, so what is there? It is a circle of images by which it containing some loose or colored type of beads inside it or pebbles inside that. As the viewer looks into one end, light entering the other and creates a colorful pattern. Okay, due to the reflection and of the mirrors. Okay, so the word that is called that. So a kaleidoscope is also the example we have counted in a multiple reflection. The word kaleidoscope is derived from the ancient Greek words beauty, shape and tool for examination, hence observer of beautiful forms. So we can say that it is known as our observer of beautiful forms. Okay. And then how it works, now understand. Kaleidoscopes operate on the principle of multiple reflection. I am saying you, where several mirrors are attached together. Okay. Typically there are 3 rectangular lengthwise mirrors are there. Setting the mirrors at, you have to know about that, what is the, in what manner we have to set the mirrors. 45 degree creates 8 duplicate images of the objects, 6 at the 60 degree, 4 at a 90 degree. Okay, so in this form we have to be arrange it. Now in this form we can say that these are the kaleidoscope which is work on the principle of multiple reflection. Okay, we can say one more thing is there. We can after that, what are the uses of plane mirrors? So we commonly use plane mirrors in our homes to look at our reflection also. In beauty parlors, we can see plane mirrors kept at an angle are used to view the side of the head also. Plane mirrors parallel to each other are used to view the back of the head also in the parlors. And plane mirrors are used to reflect light on an object also. Or we can take one example that during outdoor shooting of a film, metal sheets are used as plane mirrors to reflect sunlight on the actors. Okay, they are also used in the solar cookers also to reflect light on the food. Okay, food being cooked, and they are also used in periscope. Okay, thank you so much, sir.